Welcome to Silent Hill Ascension. What if? I am Noah and I am here with the wonderful, beloved Felipe, which you all don't know, you already know. He was in the back of the behind the scenes this whole time. He caused the notorious hot mic Lottie Lord moment, many other classic moments that we all know and love. And now he's in front of the camera until Eduardo is back in town, back in business. So, Felipe, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much. And hello to Bastard. You saw your message there. All of you know me as production. Because when we planned the hosted show, I argued against using my name because we didn't want to confuse the hosts if there were multiple people doing production. So 8 months later, I did it 7 months in a row. Thankfully now there's Sushila.
And you always had the charisma of a host, but only so we got to enjoy it. So now the audience gets to share the pleasure. But without further ado, it is time to show the run of show graphic. And Felipe, can you do us the honors?
Yes. So let's watch together the premiere of the bonus scenes every Monday at 5:40 p.m. Pacific time.
Okay, so thank you, Felipe. You're Norway, really good at this, by the way. You're killing it.
Pennsylvania.
Even though we'll talk at
the
show. Yeah, we'll see what happens at the end of the show. Maybe production is going to hot mic you. You never know. But anyway, production, can you please show us now the content tree? I love my trees. I'm a tree hugger. So what if is similar to what most of you remember as DVD extras? To all you geezers out there like me, you are going to unlock bonus scenes. Since we made a ton of extra content you deserve to see. The choices for a week will be made available for the full week once these closed playlists of the winning extra scenes will be made available. The trunk of the content tree represents the sum of the decisions for the canon run of Silent Hill Ascension. During What If, we are visiting branches as we gently but firmly go our way up the trunk. Now, Felipe, can you brief us through what we're about to see in Norway? Because it changed quite a bit from the canon run. Production, can you show this?
Yes, it's quite different. So the upcoming Norway key scenes are support. Carl attempts to comfort Astrid in the wake of Hagen's decision. And connections. Carl tells Mere what he wants from her. It's going to be quite different. Like one of these scenes, first, the simpler one, right? Carl went full feelings oriented because nothing solves family drama like a good heart to heart and a very large cup of glog.
It sounds good. I want to glog that glog.
Glog.
It sounds like you glog it,
spice
right?
rum they drink in Norway. It looks like Mama Juana. That's a drink from the Caribbean, by the way. And then this is the scene that has me really excited. Connections. This is when, during the original canon run, the audience decided Scandalo, because why choose simple when you can have complicated?
Yes, it is quite different. It's a different type of a Scandalous.
Now we're up for a surprise.
More of we're gonna get into it in a bit when we look at the decisions. But first of all, I really do want to emphasize that we are about to see something different here, as we do on What If. That's why we have What If, If you want to see canon, you go watch canon. But this is for advanced audience members. This is for the advanced viewers that want to know those extra bits that you would never otherwise see. And we got to enjoy as a production and developers behind the scenes. And now we want to bring it to you. So now let's look at the decisions made for Norway. Oh, production! Thank you so much. You're killing it. Okay, Felipe. I'm trying, like, out of habit. I keep wanting to call you Eduardo just because I'm used to it. But you are Felipe. Oh.
Yes. And my dog is called Ryu, and my wife sometimes refers to me as Ryu, so I understand. So the decision result for Norway. How will Carl tell Astrid they're giving up on the search? Keep her in the dark. Very sensible choice, of course. That's a very normal thing to do to a mother. Then, what will Carl tell Nere?
This is some kind of a scandal still, because
right?
there's a rejection scandal.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, you could have chosen nothing, because who doesn't enjoy a good old session of awkward silence, right?
But yeah, the tension will keep, like, because you can see in Carl that, you know, one thing,
maybe worse.
it's kind of like against what I was gonna say, because one thing that warms this cold, wet old man is, you know, that tension with Meta. Oh, by the way, okay, we'll talk about it after the scene, but I do have a note about the music in that scene because it's pretty cool. Yeah, so you can tell that he's keen. You can tell that he's into it, and he's just like, you know, Meta, I'm sorry, I gotta lie to my daughter. Like, I'm busy. I have to keep my daughter in the dark, right? Yeah, but there's also the other scene where, as you said, it's a very kind thing to do. Keep the mother in the dark, right?
Yes. A warm, dry old lady. Sorry, that comment by Leonardo 5 like killed me. But yeah, like, I think that keeping her in the dark is like better than the other option, like was like to be mean about it.
Yeah.
Like, who needs hugs when you can have suck it up and move on? Like, sorry, your kid disappeared.
Don't forget.
Maybe just say nothing,
We
because you
are
don't know what to say.
ageists against Carl only because Meta is not old, and they're the same age.
Too, yes.
Well, production, can you now please premiere the Norway scene?
Sorry.
There you are. Been looking for you.
I had to go for a walk. I couldn't breathe in there. Hogan's gone? So what's our plan? Bring more searchers? Helicopters?
It's all been taken care of. Don't worry. She's got it handled.
I don't trust her.
I know. She's doing the best she can. That's all we can hope for, really.
In the morning, I'm putting my boots on and I'm going right back out there.
You'll get yourself hurt. Or worse.
I'm not leaving him out there.
Astrid, this needs to stop. You should talk to someone. A professional. Or maybe Britt could help.
I don't need an intervention or a lecturer. You want to help? Tell Hogan to get the fuck back out there and help me find my son!
There you are.
Meta, what are you doing here?
I don't know. What do you want me to be doing?
Meta, please. I don't mean to hurt you, but this isn't what I want.
What do you want, Carl?
I think it's best that we just stay friends.
I see. Then we'll be friends.
Meta, wait.
Okay.
Hello, welcome back. We actually found out that our
That's why you did
wonderful
that.
Felipe has been lagging. Therefore, I will speak on Felipe's behalf, which I'm sure he is dreading and fearing. But this is what's gonna happen. So, hope you enjoyed that. So we had our singing. I'm glad everybody noticed. I saw in the chat that people noticed it. I really loved the song in that. Like in the beginning, I wasn't sure if it's part of like the actual soundtrack that Nekoface very skillfully made, a beautiful soundtrack, or if it's Meta just creepily gazing through the window and humming to herself, which by the way, this is something I do. No surprise there, but I do, stand in the window and hum to myself. I actually like to whistle. By the way, production, I have a little bit of something stuck. Fun fact. Thank you. Okay. So we're not gonna have a showcase video today because today is all about survival. Today is all about survival, but in the scene connections, that's the scene where the escándalo arguably still happened, but in the form of rejection rather than a steamy affair. So Carl's like, if we were a book, we'd be a page turner and probably banned in some countries. And this is, by the way, I'm going to reveal the secret. I'm reading Felipe's jokes, and this is the most Felipe thing I've ever read in my I've read more Felipe things, but to be a book and banned in some countries is very much on character. And also, Meta's like, if we were a book, we'd definitely be in the mystery section because I have no clue what's going on. You and I both, Meta, you and I both. This is a day of confusion, survival. And I see Atai here says we're somehow survived a painful Meta scene. It was painful. She was like, okay, we're friends. Oh my God. Didn't we all feel that pain at some point? Not me. Just kidding. I sure did. I just like to play tough, but I'm a softie. So there was also the other scene. Oh, by the way, I see that there is a showcase video. That's fun. Thank you. The other scene support is Carl is like, I guess we're switching from search mode to hope he sends a postcard mode. This is like, when you send the dog to a nice farm up north. I see Atai approves of the nothing. I'm a big fan of nothing. Nichibo, nothing. I don't know if you speak all the languages I speak, but if you do, you cut something here. We're not stopping the search. We're just not continuing it either. So that's kind of the diplomatic, arguably telling the truth to Astrid would be the fair thing to do. But, as a creature of the dark, I love the dark. So I like keeping people in the darkness. I get actually severely sunburnt otherwise. So, if you want to do a solid to me, just keep me in the dark, ideally a little bit moist, and I will be fine. Okay, and Astrid was like, no news is good news. Oh, not God. No news is good news. I'll go to bed now. Okay, thanks. Bye. It really do be like that, Felipe. It really do be like that. And I wish you wrote my life. Because, even though I'd get into trouble, I feel like I end up in Guantanamo Bay if you write my life. Anyway, now, originally, Felipe was going to detail the Pennsylvania scene, but because I stole Felipe's voice and powers, I will now harness them. Production, can you please show us the Pennsylvania key scenes? Thank you. The upcoming Pennsylvania key scenes are the confession. Rachel finally tells Eric the truth about Faith going missing. Good morning, Rachel. Hello. Well, I guess good morning, Eric. We'll debate it after we watch it. You know I'm a master debater. So, into thin air is the other scene. Rachel and Eric return to the Foundation only to learn that Xavier has disappeared. And this was a sigh of relief to many of us because, he's shady. But I was a big fan of Xavier. He gave me a sense of serenity and calm, which might mean that I'm predisposed to joining a cult. So in the confession, Rachel played the "It's not you, it's them" card. Classic. I also do that sometimes. And into thin air is in the middle of a supernatural crisis. You really need to keep your allies close and your strained relationships closer, even if eavesdropping through the wall. Some people are into that. I'm not kink shaming anybody. Okay, now we will look at the decisions made for Pennsylvania. So production, please show them up on screen. Thank you so much. Okay, what will Rachel tell Eric about Faith's disappearance? And the canon option was the Foundation failed us, which was redemption. But in What If, she says, have faith, which is the damnation option. And the word play here is just mind-boggling to me. Have faith, the girl's called Faith. Come on, I have to break it down for you so you can ingest it. Okay. The other decision is, how will Rachel handle Eric's demand to be included? In the canon run, it was advocate for him, which was redemption. Doing something nice for your husband would be redemption. That makes sense, right? But on What If, we say, keep him out. Fuera. Keep him out. Damnation. So, sorry. So on the first decision with Faith's disappearance, Felipe would like to say that he wishes you had chosen I Lost Her. But probably it is too reminiscent of those awkward moments when you can't find your phone and it's in your pocket. Thank you, Felipe. And on the other one, how will Rachel handle Eric's demands to be included? You did not choose. So I see a trend here where Felipe is going to emphasize what you didn't choose, which is awesome. I like it. And also very, very Felipe. So in the what will Rachel tell Eric about Faith's disappearance? You have not chosen. I wish. No, God, Christ dang it. Anyway, I'm just gonna move on, okay? So let's, without further ado, watch the very titillating and exciting Pennsylvania scenes. Thank you.
Rach, thank God. Rach? Where's Faith?
Eric, where the hell have you been? I've been trying to call you for hours.
I was working, and I had to do a favor for Toby.
Toby? Toby's gone. Your family needs you.
You don't understand. I was attacked by this.
Faith is missing. I've been searching everywhere for her while you were gone. Where were you?
What do you mean she's missing?
She was taken to test us. The Purifier is testing our faith.
A test? Our daughter is missing!
We have to keep looking.
Then let's go find her.
I'm sorry for keeping you waiting.
We need to speak with
Like
Xavier.
if you go to conversation in the scene, there will be a. Hey, Lord Lord!
I'm sorry for keeping you waiting.
We need to speak with Xavier. Our daughter is missing.
Oh my god. Eric, are you okay?
Where is Xavier?
A situation has come up. It might be best if we talk privately.
Rach, please.
You can't be here, Eric.
Faith is my daughter too.
And we won't find her without the Foundation's help.
You can wait outside.
Krista.
Where is Xavier?
He's gone.
What? Where did he go?
We don't know. He disappeared after Toby's ritual, saying something about protecting the innocents.
Do you think Xavier could have taken her with him?
He must have.
Trust me. Everything will work out exactly as it's intended.
We're sure you enjoyed that. There's no way you didn't enjoy that. Felipe, can you just say something for a second?
I don't know. Maybe I'm synchronized. Am I?
Okay, I'm
Well, I
hopeful
don't know.
about this. I'm
Because-
hopeful. But I'm hopeful we're gonna put a pin on it. We'll get in a
Yeah,
second.
it works. It works, Atai. It works. Awesome.
Yay! Thank you so much. Cyclops B411S. We have synchronization. It's almost as good as merging. Okay, so Felipe, you talk a little bit. You talk. A little.
Oof. Well, so the first thing, into thin air. Xavier must have taken the spiritual leader a bit too literally this time and went full ghosting leader. Like, what's going on? Like, where did you leave? Right?
He be ghosting.
Yeah, he be ghosting. And also, like, maybe he went to a spiritual retreat.
Right.
And that's why.
Maybe it's in a, one time I saw a meme that somebody says like, that the guy didn't text her back. And she says, I thought he was ghosting me, but he just died. So don't we all wish sometimes that the person would be actually dead instead of ghosting us? But okay, we also had the other scene. No, wait, not yet.
Yeah, there was the confessions.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, this scene was like missing one child and apparently all of her common sense. It was such an awkward dialogue. Like, no, we're not looking for him. No, like, why? Let's go to the foundation then. Like, why don't you confess? Like, and it's called a confession. It's so weird.
Right. She's like, yeah, she kind of flip-flops, right? She kind of like, like, where have you been? And then he's like, I've been working. I don't know. Like, somebody got to pay the bills. And she's like, your daughter's missing. And then he's like, yeah. And then is like, okay, we got to find her. And then she's like, the Foundation will find her. She's like, the Foundation will help us. So yeah, it was a flippity floppity do.
And I agree with Drew, because Rachel is the worst.
Oh yeah.
Like, their daughter is missing, and their solution is to have faith. At this point, I will settle for a decent clue if I were them instead of faith.
Yeah.
Dudes.
You gotta have faith, because you gotta have faith. If you had faith, she wouldn't be missing. Duh. Anyway, Felipe, you know what? Before we knew it, we had so much fun today. It's almost time to wrap up.
Yeah, it's so much funnier to be talking instead of pushing buttons. So, I'll talk about the bonus scenes in Norway. First, we saw support, like family pep talk minus the pep. Then we saw connections instead of scandalo, just really awkward chat. Then, the bonus scenes for Pennsylvania. We saw the confession, pinky swear, honesty time, into thin air, time for spiritual leader, hide and seek. So, production, could you please put up the next show information? So, well, remember that all what if scenes will be available in our episodes section right after the show is over, right? And our puzzles are available for influence points throughout the week. And the What If Show takes place every Monday at 5:40 p.m. Pacific time. So see you next week, because I'll be here replacing Eduardo as he's on vacation for a month, well-deserved vacation, after also 7 months straight of work. Like, he really deserved it.
He really did. And don't be surprised if some kind of military coup is happening while he's on vacation. I don't know where, I don't know when, I'm not allowed to. Don't be surprised is all I'm saying. But Felipe, we're so happy you're here. I'm really happy. This is really funny. You know, we always make our little jokes behind the scenes, and now everybody gets to enjoy them.
Yes.
I do have one last announcement before I bid you adieu. The chat will only be available during hosted shows. So if you wanna chit chat, you gotta watch these fools, you know, you gotta tune in and you gotta buckle up for it. Yeah, turbulent ride, okay? We'll be here with you. We love having you here. You're cracking us up. Turbo Bastard, thank you again for all that you do. And also Otaku Gamer, I don't know if you're here, but everybody who's recording this, that's really awesome, because I cannot wait to see Felipe and I popping up on screen mid-scenes. I'm very excited about it. I'm definitely putting that in my show reel. So yeah, any parting words before I sign off, Felipe?
Is this still on?
You
Good
know,
night, everyone. It was glad to be here, smiling.
it was really fun, Felipe, with you, and thank you so much, audience. You always make this experience so much better. It's all thanks to you. So thank you so much. We'll see you next Monday. Bye.
Bye.